Yo.
That's not how we were supposed to start it off.
No, that's how it started.
You were gonna, we literally wanted Bart to crack open the episode. Literally.
With my hands, I will do this. 1.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
2.
Oh, that was good. And that's how we start off the episode.
What's going on, guys?
You broke it open with your bare hands?
Hey, you almost took my fucking eye out in the process.
2 hands. 1 lighter.
Well, it's good to be back once again.
My bare hands.
Literally. Damn, that was quick, Vinny.
Yeah,
Vinny's
that's
on
a
it right
good
now.
one. Yeah.
Well, Vinny was here before me. Did you guys kind of fucking design that by...
No.
I'm going to talk about bare hands. You're going to have the bare hands right up there.
Nah, bro. That's just fucking the connection.
That's the chemistry
have,
right now.
You know?
That's the chemistry.
Bare hands.
So, how you been? I know you've been fucking working like a dog.
I've been working. I haven't been taking any days off.
Right.
I've been, just doing what we got to do right now because it's tough times, It's rough times for a lot of people and actually for everyone.
For everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, if you're doing good financially, monetarily, if you have a good job still and you're getting paid, that's all fine and dandy. But I'm sure everything is affecting somebody in some way.
Yeah, absolutely. The grass is not always green on the other side, as they say.
Yeah, people's heads get fucked up too,
I mean, it is tough times for sure. But like I said, I know you've been working hard. We all been working hard, really. But there's some things that been going on when it comes to employment that have seemed to caught our attention, especially yours.
Oh yeah.
So you want to go ahead and kick that one off?
Yeah, no, I stumbled onto these news, articles and something that they said they were gonna do and they actually did it. Is they fired 5,000 nurses because they didn't have the vaccine. They actually suspended them, fired them. And
which is a fucking shame.
Which is like, okay, how are you gonna fire 5,000 people like in the field right now where nobody wants to be in? Because why? Because fuck that. My beliefs about this COVID thing is okay. It's not that bad, whatever. But you know what? There's nurses out there. My sister's a nurse, and they tell me listen. It's not what you think it is. It's. People are really sick. People are dying. And now you're going to take that out of the equation? 5,000 skilled people who have been there since day one. People who are veterans of this fight against this pandemic, you just fired them. I think we need an explanation for that.
It
infuriating.
It doesn't make sense. It is infuriating, and it's hypocrisy from politics at its finest hour, I would think, because a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I tipped my hats off to all the medical personnel. Like, growing up, it was always like, I don't want to do it. It's too much school. Me personally, it was like, it's too much schooling.
It is a lot of school.
It's a lot of schooling. It takes a lot of brains to be somebody in the medical field. Put it that way. A lot of patience, but a lot of brains.
And balls.
And right.
I mean, because you gotta look what you gotta deal with.
Absolutely.
And they teach you that.
And when COVID hit, I was just kind of like, wow, the last thing I can ever. It's kind of like when you're in the military, and then it's one thing when you're in, it's another thing when you're out there downrange, and it's like those people that probably see things going on downrange when things are hot under pressure. They probably say, "Man, I wouldn't want to be in that position," because they just And during COVID, it was such a scary time for myself.
They were in the fight. They were under fire.
They were in a fight. And they fought a war that's still going on, a battle that hasn't been won. Nobody's declared the winner yet. And yet here we are basically on the same mission. They're being told they can't continue the mission and they can't ever have another mission again. I mean, that sounds insane to me.
It is it is probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen happen because, those numbers, 5,000 people. Well, if you take how many people are around, that's not that much. But when you take how many people are in that industry, are nurses. You take in a huge percentage of people that you need. And what did they say? They're gonna bring back. They're gonna put in place of the 5,000 people. They're gonna put in
National Guard,
Army medics, right? Fucking some privates who've never seen shit.
So these are the. So this is the backfield.
Billy knows about it. Billy was Army, so he knows more about this. But
no, I mean it's not
about
knowing
medics,
more.
we
But when it comes
corpsman.
to combat medic, I mean I used to have a joke. You know, I remember we used to have like a.
I like jokes.
Well, I mean, I don't know about your experiences, but you know, whenever we had dental appointments, it's because we had pain, right? We had some sort of pain. I mean, for me, I had dental appointments where I went in for a toothache and came out with like they diagnosed me for like gangrene in my toe or something. You know, it was the joke. It was just, I mean, it's a little hypothetical, but the point is like they're actually, in my opinion, and this is no shot to combat medics or medics for that matter in the military. It's just, there's a different, as Bart mentioned, there's a different level of importance when it comes to treating.
Being a nurse and being a combat medic is two different things. I'm like, no. Yeah, it is. Because you are trained in triage, first aid triage, meaning your boy just got blown the fuck up. His leg, his arm is missing. He's bleeding the fuck out. You need to stop the bleeding, start the breathing, protect the wound, treat for shock, right?
Right.
Those are like the shit you gotta do. You gotta pull off, and it's quick shit, right? Not everybody's gonna come in with a gunshot wound and a missing leg, right? You know, into the hospital because they're you know, it's more stuff to be a nurse. You know, there's other stuff.
It's more technical.
Yeah,
there's a lot more things that go on that a nurse, in my opinion, or doctors for that matter, anybody in the medical field when it comes to the civilian sector, right? So let's establish the difference. We have the civilian sector, and then we have the military sector. Mm-hmm. I feel that there's two different types of experiences that you have as a medic. So if you're a medic and you're treating, as you said, you know, gunshot wounds and so on and so forth, it's different when somebody comes in for a headache or, you know, or has a fever. And then there's a protocol to troubleshoot that headache or fever based on other symptoms they have. Now, I'm no health professional. I don't have a degree. What do I know? But sometimes common sense will tell you, you can't put the Roto-Rooter guy to work for a plumbing company when all he does is Roto-Rooter. Yeah. He doesn't know how to put in a sink or something like that.
I don't want some fucking shaky 18-year-old. Like, I'm just gonna find your vein and put this catheter, and I'm like, no the fuck you're not. I'm gonna put this catheter in your fucking eyeball. You know? I'm telling you this right now. Like, my dealings with medics and Navy, for us it was Navy corpsmen, which was, you know, I love those guys, but there's some things they can't do, you know? And especially where you going to pull 5,000 people. If you're going to pull them out of boot camp, you got to pull them like they have no field experience. They have, like you said before, these aid workers, they had the experience. They've been there since day one. These kids are going to come in there and just not know what the fuck is going on. And now this is not the time to play with people's lives like that.
No, not at all.
Like, oh, then you're going to have, deaths are going to go up. And then you're like, well, who do we blame? Blame these fucking politicians that need to be blamed for making these ass decisions. Like, I don't understand who the fuck is making these decisions. Like, where is this shit coming from? Is it one person? Is it a fucking, I feel like, you know what? There's a wheel that they have, right? And they fucking spin it. And they have a blind chimp throw fucking darts at it. Wherever it lands, like, okay, guys, like, let's put it out there. You know?
Yeah.
It's the newspapers.
Yeah, like it's a joke.
It's a fucking joke because that's what it looks like. We wouldn't be saying if it didn't look like that. It's all a joke at this point.
It really is. And
5,000 people.
I just want to also make the point, and so there's a clear understanding that what me and Bart are talking about, it is our opinion at the end of the day. But an opinion could be taken into consideration if there's a lot of merit behind the words. And I feel like what me and Bart are expressing is our, right? You agree?
I'm worried.
We're upset.
I'm scared.
We're scared. We're fearful because at the end of the day, it's kind of like not only are you taking out these workers, but there's a bigger picture. You're taking away people's rights and you're sacrificing not only their daily lives, but they're personalized.
Their
Like this
money,
affects
their
them,
family.
right? Financially, this can uproot them somewhere else, and it could be for the negative. It could be for the worse. So there's a bigger picture here that I don't understand, and Bart don't understand. We don't get, like, why is this happening? And to them, of all people, who, as I said before, we're still not
They
over
were
this
fucking
battle with
heroes
COVID-19.
a year ago. You praised them.
Yeah.
You had a fucking parade for them.
Listen, we still praise the 1996 World Series Yankees,
yeah.
but we can't continue praising nurses and doctors.
Bro, less than a year ago, they had a parade for these people, and now what are you doing?
But think about it. Think about it like this. Sports teams actually recognize the greatest players every year by honoring one of them or the team. They do something special. And here, now in this country, if you do something special, you're rewarded by not being rewarded.
Yep.
By being demoted. By being fired. That's a problem.
We fought for individuals. We had marches, and we were fighting the police, and we were fucking hands clutched with fucking swords ready to fight for single individuals. And now for something like this, there's not even a fucking outcry. There's not people rebelling. What the fuck?
Where's the AOCs in
Where
New York?
are
When it comes
you?
to New York, where is the AOCs? Not that I care about her, but where's the voice of AOC? Where's the voice of De Blasio? Where's the voice of De Blasio's wife? Where's the voice of all these New York Democratic politicians? Not that I'm turning this into a political thing, but
it is.
New York
it
is run blue.
Yeah.
Where are all these people speaking up about this? Why are they not against it? Because I can guarantee you one thing. Of those 5,000 workers let go in New York, is it New York or national?
No, it's just New York.
Just New York? I guarantee you
Just
over
New York.
half probably voted for all you guys.
Yes. You guys just stabbed them in the back.
Big time.
You shit on them.
Big
That's disgusting. Should be ashamed of yourselves. And you know what? When push comes to shove, and it will, one day soon, remember the things that happen is because of your decision making.
Accountability.
And we're going to hold you accountable.
And you
one
know
day.
what? You're not holding yourselves accountable, but somebody will. Because accountability, I don't care what anybody says, is a must. It's a must because accountability prevents problems like this. So in the future, hopefully, accountability seems to...
Bro, there is no
Seems to come
accountability
about
at this
again.
point, man.
No, right now, there isn't.
Bro,
No.
who's... Like,
Nobody's taking the blame.
These people are positioned in power. They are getting people killed. They are making crazy. They're stealing. They're robbing. They're thieving. They're lying. And who is holding them accountable? Nobody. Does it have to be us?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know, but if there's a nurse or a doctor that's watching this episode when it airs, you could, drop a comment and leave your contact information so we can have you as a guest and we could talk more about this in depth because obviously, as I said before, me and Bart, we're not experts, but it'd be great to have an expert about this because
But we're
this
citizens.
is concerning. So it's concerning from
We're
our
fucking
perspective.
Americans.
I
That's
want to
where
know,
it's
right?
yeah.
We're Americans,
You know?
but I'm also I want to know the perspective of these medical workers' perspective because to me, that right now is more interesting than just anybody's opinion on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, this is not a good situation. It's scary because if it could happen to them, who else can it happen to?
I mean, at this point, you
know?
could say everyone. Nobody is. Don't think
Nobody's
you're-
safe.
Don't think your job is secure. Don't think that no more.
Nope.
People are saying, this is like Nazi. Well, it's not like Nazi Germany, but there are certain similarities by taking away people's rights, by nitpick, and then something like this comes along where you start to question pretty much everyone and everything, and that's how you lost. You lost your battle. You lost my trust. I don't trust you no more with nothing. And the fact that they are holding us hostage with this fucking vaccine, you're holding us hostage. It's crazy. It's fearful. It's making people who are so against it give in.
Yeah.
Go against their morals.
Well,
you
listen,
know?
tonight
I'm like 1 minute away from getting this fucking thing, bro.
You guys said nobody's safe from these mandates. Look what California's doing. They're mandating private and public school children.
Private too.
Private and public school children. Too.
See, here, I think private schools are, at least in New York, I don't know about on a national level. Obviously, on a national level, it's not. But here in New York, I think private schools are separate from DOE's rules and regs.
Yeah, they could do whatever they want.
So
worship whatever they want.
So that's a power move right there.
Yeah, they're making children now.
And children.
Yeah, they're making children.
I mean, listen, it's weird because sometimes I think, okay, I don't always... there's two sides to every story. So sometimes I think, is COVID-19 bad because it's trending that people say it's bad? Or it's like nobody should force a vaccine on you, right? But then there's another side of me that says, growing up in this country, they always did what was the best. I feel they always did what was best, right? Somewhat from what they said. Could this be a situation that's kind of old school meets new school where this is really good for us, but there's higher ups and powerful entities that say, no, create a narrative that says it's not because it actually is good for you.
You know what
I'm saying?
If we take lessons from the past, right?
Right.
When situations like this arose, 10 years later, they start talking about it, how much it was of a conspiracy, of a lie it was. It's funny how this all works out because 10, 20 years from now, there's going to be movies about what's going on, about the people who lied, about the people who should have been held accountable, about the people who should be in prison. And right now, they know who they are, but it's not happening because you need to start believing if it looks like a fucking lie, it sounds like a lie, it's a fucking lie. They're lying to us. Why? Is this vaccine, right? Doesn't prevent me from getting it or spreading it.
Right.
So all it does is if I get it, I might have worse symptoms, yeah? That's all this vaccine really truly is, right? You still could spread it when you have it.
I think the vaccine's meant to work. The problem that I have with the vaccine is that it actually, what it does is it looks for the X factor, so to speak. It kind of finds the people that aren't great with their immunity, whether it be independently or as a group, meaning group as in a group of like culturized, like ethnicity.
What I think you're trying to say is that the vaccine. So like, if you are more susceptible to getting it and being more messed up, this vaccine makes that a lot less that you're gonna die.
Or even better,
but that's
I'm gonna buff what you just said.
Let's buff.
I'm gonna buff it and say it. So it's more clear to you and me, and we're both understanding. What I'm thinking that this vaccine is a survey. This vaccine is a survey, in my opinion, to see who's the weakest links right now. And why are they the weakest links? So they could either A, make humans improve in years to come through science, or they could say who's the weakest link in more of an evil sadistic kind of way and say, this is the ethnic groups that are the X factors. Could it be survival of the fittest?
So what you're trying to say, it's a fucking conspiracy. It has to be, because if they're not telling you the full truth, it's a conspiracy.
Well, because I wouldn't label it just yet a conspiracy. It has grounds for conspiracy.
Yeah.
It has grounds for it. But what I'm saying is, would they really force me to take something that's not good for me? No. What I'm thinking is they're forcing me to take it because they're conducting a survey without scaring the public. I swear. I think that's what it is. But with the problem here is they're screwing themselves over because they keep pushing the narrative. There's a bigger group pushing the narrative. The COVID-19 vaccine is a fucking fake.
Okay, well, let's take it to the next level. This is what I freaking think.
Yeah.
I think we're in the end game of the NWO. The New World Order has a doctrine, right? It's a very secret doctrine. I don't know if you can find it on the internet. Listen up.
Yo, Bart, you just went like that. Bart just went. Yo, Bart did a Vinny. You seen Vinny popping? Bart did a Vinny. He went like that. He went.
We're gonna ride
Go ahead,
this.
Vinny, pop it. Oh, look at how Bart. Oh, he just did the rewind.
You gotta ride the snake, cuz.
So oh yes, you gotta ride the snake.
Ride.
Pause.
The snake. Like, listen.
Go ahead.
So the NWO has a thing where they want to wipe out a certain portion of the world's population, right? And this idea has been around for hundreds of years, and it has been circled in many different areas. And now, I feel like we are living. They are injecting us with that thing where it's. I feel like it's gonna make. I think this vaccination is gonna make us all sterile, where you can't have children, thus lowering the world's population within the next 20 years by half.
Oh, you went really deep.
That's
You
why
went,
not?
man? Dingo deep.
Listen. Tell me that's really far. Like everything that's happening with
No,
everything. Tell me that's not. That
I think that also has legs.
I'm just saying.
I just think
might
that
be
it has
dead
legs that
tomorrow.
kind of went like
maybe,
too deep
maybe
into
we
like
should
the
edit that out,
conversation.
though. No.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, bro.
What did you say?
They're gonna find me somewhere. Like, oh yeah, he committed suicide. He was like, bro. I don't want to kill myself. I want to live. So if they find me dead tomorrow, I didn't do it. Conspiracy. All right.
Oh, you're saying that?
Yeah, bro. Fucking.
Well, then let's stop talking about this.
Mark Zuckerberg is gonna come.
Somebody's gonna get wind of this.
Mark Zuckerberg
We hit 100 fucking followers on YouTube. Boom, happened to be the marksman, the sniper, the 100 guy.
Tell Mark right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just to kind of sum it up, so we don't get caught up in this web of fucking craziness.
It is all crazy.
It's a fucked
bro.
up situation.
We're crazy.
And
it's making us crazy.
at some day, I believe all dead fish fucking come, right? They come to the surface. So something's going to come up out of this. I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take 6 months, a year, 3 years. But I can tell you right now, for everybody who's kind of like scratching their head saying, what the fuck? Don't worry. You're in good hands. You know why? Because you're right. You should be confused. But you're confused because you know that's not right. And eventually the truth will come out.
Yeah.
And you'll feel like the scorned woman that was cheated on by her husband. 20 years later, she finds out it wasn't her problem, it was his. And she's like, great, I'm feeling way better about myself. And vice versa. Not just the woman, the man too. Don't make people feel like these pointless victims. Like right now, the people that are thinking, what the fuck, that's wrong. We're pointless victims because we're like thinking, why is this happening to these people? It's not right. And
This is a form of propaganda, and it goes along with physical propaganda, and it goes along with mental, and what we see, and it's just like a brainwash. You're being manipulated right now. Everybody's being manipulated. Even if your eyes are open, you are still affected by this because it upsets. Like I don't watch the news, but after hearing this shit, I'm fucking pissed off. You know, I'm pissed off more than I should be. I shouldn't be walking around pissed off. I shouldn't have to fucking be subjected to a vaccine now at work. My job there, you know, I gotta get tested every week. And who knows if they start pressing this mandate where like you have to do it or you're gonna lose your fucking job.
well,
Like they're holding a gun to our heads.
I know you didn't get jabbed. Vinny, did you get jabbed yet?
Yeah.
You did. Okay. So
I'm about to go against my morals, my beliefs, just to fucking get jabbed. And there you go. I'll give you what you want.
Right.
But can I sleep at night, though? You know?
well, but that's what I'm saying. Like
I won't be able to.
I took it.
You took it early on.
I took it early on. Well, early but recent, like August. But I did it because I started realizing like one too many people around me were getting it. And I started to feel
It's
that was
real. It's
different
a
than a
real
year
thing.
ago where I didn't know anybody that had it. So therefore I felt like, I don't need it. Like, you know.
Bro, if they didn't force it on us the way they are, I would have took it by now. But if you fucking threatening me, you bribing me, you're fucking bribing me. You want to give me $100, $1,000? You want to go after my job? You tell me I can't go to the gym, I can't go to a supermarket, I can't go here, I can't go there. You know, I'm starting to feel like maybe something like there is a constant, continuous agenda for you to fucking take it. Like, take this. Go ahead, take it. Fucking take it. You want it? No, take it. You know what? I'm gonna make you fucking take it. Fuck you.
That's my
You know what?
Hello. Hello. Your fucking bitch
Bailey,
chilling.
I'm so sorry.
Your bitch chilling by itself. Once again, Bart fucking with my beer. Fucking with my beer, Bart.
I did. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah.
All right.
Look, like
Well,
this.
Let's be on to. Oh man,
That's
don't
how
do
I
that.
feel.
That makes my balls cringe.